Greetings. My name is Celeste of Light as a Feather, and I am here for our weekly womb reading. I'm super excited to jump in it with you guys today. And if this is your first time watching this video, or a womb reading essentially is a reading for people with wombs, women, femmes, and I essentially am doing these readings to help with our healing on a mind, body, and spiritual level. So they're always just quick 5-minute readings, so we'll just go ahead and jump into it. So the first card that I picked is actually from an oracle card from the Birdkin Messages tarot card, and I will leave a link for if you're interested in this deck. A friend of mine made it. But the card that I pulled for this one was Sparrow, and essentially what the sparrow feather is saying to us right now is that there's like a lot of energy going on right now, like moving through us. It's happening very quickly, and it can kind of feel like it's conflicting energy. Like some days you might feel like you're like on top of the world, and then and it doesn't even have to be that next day. It could be like hours later, you feel like you're like underneath the world, right? And then add in all our personal stuff plus everything that's going on in the world, that kind of like parallel between us and the world, and how sometimes the lines can be blurred, with our boundaries between the two can be blurred. And so the sparrow is just reminding us that we're in that time zone. And even though it might feel chaotic, this is kind of like an opportune time to start to create something new for yourself and a new pattern for your life. And so the 3 tarot cards that came with it was 4 of Disc. I got the Crone card and Judgment. And what I'm loving about these ones is it's telling you, especially 4 of Disc, if you note, I don't know if you can see it this far, but it's a woman, she's inside a house and she's at the door. She can be opening the door or she can be closing the door. Either way, she's essentially what the door symbolizes is our boundaries and being able to open them up when need to be, or closing them down when we need to, or setting those boundaries in place when we need to. So right now, Spirit is asking you to be mindful of having alone time, specifically being able to shut the door on all the chaos, whether it's for a whole day, a half a day, an hour, 5 minutes. Having that time for yourself right now is really needed, because Crone is saying that Spirit has a lot to tell you right now, and Spirit is moving through your body. A lot of what I teach in Light as a Feather is honing in on body wisdom, specifically womb wisdom. And one way that we can hone in and listen to that wisdom is when we are setting those boundaries and having time for ourselves, listening to our inner talk, listening to our bodies and what our bodies are telling us that we need right now. Because the Judgment card is saying that there's a lot of change and transformation happening right now, like healing. Spirit is asking you to step up and do the healing work that is necessary right now for you. For your body and for your womb. And when you start to do that healing work on yourself, it literally transforms and has a rippling effect across the world and with your family and your friends and just your community in general. But that starts with just like taking the time for yourself, really honing in on what Spirit has to say, how what you're saying to yourself and what body is saying. And when we take that time to listen, that's when deep healing happens. And it's great because the affirmation that I pulled from the Soulful Woman Guidance card is the card number 11, the power of self-talk. And the affirmation says, when my self-talk is kinder, I am empowered in my capacity to pursue my dreams and believe in myself. So when we quiet our minds, when we let go of, I'm getting that a lot of us and a lot of you guys out here listening to this, we kind of have a tendency to nitpick things or to find like, oh, I need to go run errands. Oh, this isn't done. I need to clean the house, kind of busy work to get in the way of like deep listening. And a lot of that deep listening is just our everyday talk to ourselves and being mindful of that. So yeah, that is your womb reading of the week. If you would like your own specific reading, I do womb readings and womb consultations, and I will drop the link below for that. Yes, I hope you have a great second week of January.